There have been marches before, but the protest plan for Armistice Day has now become political. A row between the Prime Minister and the Metropolitan Police Commissioner. Rishi Sunak pointing the finger at London's top cop if anything goes wrong this weekend.
This is a decision that the Metropolitan Police Commissioner has made, and he has said that he can ensure that he safeguards remembrance for the country this weekend, as well as keep the public safe. Now, my job is to hold him accountable for that, and we've asked the police for information on how they will ensure that this happens.
The two men had a private meeting this afternoon. Downing Street insisting the PM was not trying to put pressure on the police chief, who is operationally independent. This was the Commissioner's view, speaking last night.
But all those matters of taste and decency, whilst I understand them, aren't for us. The reason we have an independent police service is, my concern and our concern is two things. It's the law and it's the facts as they are today that go towards how we manage things.
This afternoon, there was already a small police presence at the Cenotaph, but organisers of Saturday's rally say they won't be anywhere near here. The planned route for the march will start at Hyde Park, long after the 11th hour of Armistice Day at midday. Protesters will then walk to Vauxhall Bridge, finishing with speeches at the new US Embassy south of the river.
There has never been an intention for us to march anywhere near Whitehall or the Cenotaph. There is an attempt to suggest that any sort of protest happening on the Saturday before Remembrance Sunday is deeply disrespectful and unique. And it's a fallacious argument. I would remind your viewers that last year, on the Saturday before Remembrance Day, there were protests around the COP27 climate summit.
Nikki Aitken is the Conservative MP for Westminster, where the march will begin.
Do you think it should go ahead, yes or no?
I think, look, if it has to go ahead, it has to go ahead. The Metropolitan Police have been very clear that their intelligence suggests there is no reason to ban the protest. That may change over the next couple of days. Obviously, the Met are continuing the work behind the scenes, and it's very, very important that we do ensure public safety. What I would say is I would like the protest organisers to just think about that day in particular.
Banning marches is actually extremely rare. The last time that happened was 12 years ago, and that was for an event organised by the right-wing English Defence League. How easy is it for the police to ban a march?
The general position in UK law is that freedom of speech means freedom to protest, freedom to hold unpopular opinions and display them. This proposed protest is not taking place at the Cenotaph. In the light of that, the police say, legally, there's nothing to see here.
For now, the march is going ahead, but walking with the protesters will be the reputation of the Metropolitan Police.
And Max, you've got an update from, well, what happened in that Downing Street meeting this afternoon?
Well, from the PM's point of view, he's conceded the march will go ahead. But Sunak is doubling down on the pressure on Sir Mark Rowley. This is his strongly worded statement that he's just given. Speaking about Armistice Day, he said, "It's because that sacrifice is so immense that Saturday's planned protest is not just disrespectful, but offends our heartfelt gratitude to the memory of those who gave so much, so that we may live in freedom and peace today. But part of that freedom is the right to peacefully protest." But the Met Commissioner is in a really difficult position because the police is supposed to be politically completely independent, but legally they have no power to stop this protest. And even if they did, it'd probably go to court and they'd lose that court case and it would be defeated and the march would go ahead. So in sum, if anything goes wrong this weekend, it's Sir Mark Rowley's reputation which will be put into question.
OK, Rags Martel, many thanks.